Okay, today we'll be doing the Advanced Math Chapter 2 review on absolute value equations, step functions, and piecewise functions. So you can get the sample test online or through your teacher. First example here is a step function of 2 with x minus 3. So my anchor point here is 3, 0. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now for the step function, our basic values for the step function are 1, 1, 2, 2, negative 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 2. Okay, and since we have this 2 out front, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply all the y's by 2. Okay, so what you should do with these x and y's is when you plot them, I'm going to go 1 right, 2 up, 1 right, 2 up. I'm just going to put a dot. Okay, 2 right, 4 up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Negative 1, negative 2. So from that anchor point, negative 1, 1, and 2. And then from that anchor point, negative 2, negative 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And basically all I'm doing is I'm drawing a horizontal line to this point, an open circle, open circle, open circle, open circle, and an open circle. Okay? All right, my open circles weren't that great there, but I think you understand the idea. Just go over till the next dot, all right, and then put an open circle. All right, so that's that graph. All right, going down to this piecewise function, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Okay, if you're graphing a line, all you need is 2 points. If you're graphing a quadratic, it can be a little bit different. So for this one, it says y equals 4, okay, from less than negative 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make myself a little mini table here, x and y, all right. So at negative 2, all right, there's nothing for me to substitute, so it's just going to be 4, all right. So negative 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4 up, and since it's going to be a less than, I'm going to put an open circle on that negative 2. And I'm going to graph one more point to that direction. So I'm going to go negative 3. Once again, I'm going to be at 4. All right? So all I'm going to do is draw a straight line right through it. Okay? And that's the answer for that part of it. Okay? Then I'm going to go down to this piecewise function, the y equals x squared. All right? I'm going to start at negative 2. Okay? Then if I put negative 2 in there, that would give me 4. Okay? So that's negative 2 over 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So now I can fill in that circle. Okay. Then I'm going to go all the way till 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and substitute the values here. Negative 1 in there would be 1. So negative 1 over 1 up. I'm going to go to 0. 0 squared is 0. Okay. And then 1 squared is going to be 1. Once again, I'm going to keep a close there. Now remember, quadratics are going to be a U shape. Okay. So I'm right at that point. Now I'm going to go this last function, negative 2x plus 3. It's going to start at 1. So if I put 1 in for x, okay. If I put 1 in for x, I'm going to get 1. So that's 1 over 1 up. Good, it's still that point. Okay. And then I'm going to choose one more point. 2. If I put 2 in there, negative 2 times 2 would be negative 4. Plus 1 plus 3 would be negative 1. So 2 over negative 1 down. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw my line like that to show that last calculation. Okay, so I put negative 2 in there. Let me go back to the menu. Okay, if you need to do that, go ahead and substitute. You could probably use mental math, to be honest. So negative 2 and 1 plus 3. That gave me the 1, 1, negative 2. Okay, all right, and times 2. All right, plus 3. Gave me negative 1. So that's how you plot those points. So basically with my line, I plotted, since I started with that point, I wanted to go one more over so I can see the line. With a quadratic, I had to plot basically each of those to help me get that. And same thing with this line. I wanted to plot at least 2 points. Okay? So that's number 2 of the sample test. Okay, absolute value. All right, my anchor point here is going to be 1, 2. So I'm going to go 1 over 2 up. Okay? My values for absolute value are 1, 1, 2, 2, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2. All right, remember, because absolute value makes numbers positive, this negative 2/3 gets multiplied by all those. Okay, and so I get negative 2/3, negative 4/3, negative 2/3, negative 4/3. Okay, and negative 4/3 is a little over 1, negative 2/3 is a little under. So I'm going to go right 1, down less than 1. All right, so down about right here. Okay, then I'm going to go right 2, down a little bit more than 1, so about right there. Then I'm going to go left 1, down about 2/3. And then I'm going to go left 2, down about 4/3. So it's going to make the shape of a V. Okay? And those are your two graphs. Absolute value numbers. Here are the key numbers for the step function. Let's see how much time I have left. Okay, plenty of time. All right. Oops, didn't need to do that. I think that's it for that page. Let's go on to the next page. Okay. All right. So once again, I'm going to do my step function on this. My anchor point is 3, 0. Okay, 3, 0. My regular points are 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, negative 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 2. We get those from the parent graphs that we did in class. All right. Since I've got this negative here, that means I'm going to multiply everything times negative 1, all my y's. So now that's negative 1, negative 2, 1, and 2. So I'm going to graph 1, negative 1. So from this anchor point, I'm going to go 1 right, 1 down. From this anchor point, I'm going to go 2 right, 2 down. This means left 1, up 1. And this means left 2, up 2. Okay, once again, I'm going to draw a horizontal line until I get to that point. I'm going to put an open circle, open circle, open circle, open circle, and an open circle. And that's my equation for that step function. For the piecewise function, okay, what I'm going to do, all right, I'm going to start with this first one, the negative x minus 1. I'm going to start with a little mini chart. I'm going to start at 2, okay. All right, 2. So I'm going to put, if I'm going to substitute that value in there for 2, all right, I'm going to do negative, parenthesis, where x was minus 1 gives me negative 3. Okay, so that's 2 to the right, 1, 2, 3 up. Okay, since this is a line and it's less than, I only need one more point. So I'm going to choose 1 for simplicity's sake. Okay, I'm going to choose 1. So it's negative 1 minus 1, which would give me negative 2. Okay, all right. So that's that. So 1 over negative. Whoops, I made a mistake. Hold on one second. Let me erase that. I graphed the wrong thing there. I wanted to go 2 right, 3 down. All right, 2 right, 3 down. All right, and then I wanted to go 1 right, 2 down. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and make my line like so. Okay, because I know that it's going to be less than. All right, and since it's that solid, I can go ahead and put that solid dot right there. For this quadratic, the next one is a quadratic. Okay, plus 1. So I'm going to take that first point of 2. Okay, now since that doesn't have a line underneath it, I got to check. If I put 2 in there, okay, all right, 2 squared plus 1 would give me 5. Okay, so that's going to be 5. All right, 2 squared, so 2 over 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. I'm going to put a little open circle there. Okay, and I'm just going to graph 2 more points on that. I'm going to go 3. 3 squared would be 9, plus 1 would be 10. That's going to make it, it's actually going to go off the page. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and I know that it's going to make a shape like that. If you kept going, all right, if you obviously plotted 4, that would give you 17. Okay, but that's that piecewise function because it's greater than. The key thing is make sure you have that open circle. Okay, that's going to make a little bit of a U shape going up through there. Okay. Number 3 on this page.
Kathy Kiefer, please come to the main office. Kathy Kiefer to the main office.
Okay, what we're going to do on this is going to be y equals 2. All right, once again, I'm going to start with an x and a y value. I'm going to start with negative 1. Okay, all right, if I put negative 1, there's nothing for me to put that into, so I got 2. That's negative 1 over 2 up. I'm going to put an open circle. Since it's less, I'm going to pick one more number to the left. So that's -2, nothing to put in there, so it's 2. All right, so I'm just going to draw a horizontal line through that. Okay. This next one is going to be y equals -2/3 x. Okay. I'm going to also start with -1 here. Okay. If I put that in there, I get 2/3. Okay. Multiplication will give me 2/3, so -1 over. All right. 2/3 up. Okay. So I can put a solid dot there. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and use 0. Since this is a line, I only need one more point. Okay, so 0 goes in there, that's going to just be 0. Okay, and I'm going to be able to draw a line right through there. Okay, all right, pretty simple stuff. Let me see where I'm at here. Time-wise, okay, got a couple more minutes. Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop on that one. I'll pick up the rest of the practice test in the next video.